I like to push the envelope. So when I heard Fiddle and, when I listened to it, not when I heard it, but when I listened to it and start thinking about ideas for just like how I came up with that kind of stuff. And you got to realize I made Fiddle, man, 5-6 years ago. So, some of this music is old. So to me, but it's new to the world, obviously. But Fiddle was like, when I think of things, I try not to limit my limitations of how far we can go in the music realm of the stuff by, well, this is going to cost a lot, or try to get a choir, or we're going to get, or I want a strings, or I want an actual fiddle player to come in and play this whole part. None of that was in my realm of thoughts. I would go into the session and I would say, we're going to do this, and we're going to add this, and we're going to add this, and we're going to add this. And the producers would be like, I understand, but how are we going to do all that? And I was like, don't worry about that right now. We just need to do it. It's going to happen. And then it's kind of like unwavering belief in where you think the music is supposed to land and how it's going to sound. And for me, I just like to try to go get as much instruments as I can. I don't know. Maybe it's the Queen inspiration that I have of just hearing so many music, just instruments and sounds that a lot of people feel like are dead now. A lot of people don't use these instruments anymore. They don't think people want to hear them, but they actually do. I mean, Fiddle has so many instruments on it. I mean, it has a 4-string quartet, and then it has a fiddle that sits by itself. It's got an acoustic guitar, an electric guitar, a bass, and a piano, organ, and it's insane. It's so much stuff into one record, and it's like, but I mean, it's really not though. I mean, there's a lot of artists out there that do this every day, that put a lot of instruments in the song. So for me, it's just a part of that aspect too, man. I don't want my music to get boring at any point. I want it to always feel like it's like it has like a feeling to it. You know what I mean? And that same feeling you're talking about, you get from it. That's the goal right there. Burning Fire is a song that I made about my aunt who passed away about 4 years ago from cancer. And I wanted to tell a story through the grieving process of how my uncle must have felt, who had just lost his wife of 60 plus years of marriage. So I couldn't imagine what that must feel like. So like I say in the hook, if I could see you alive and have you in my arms, I would kiss you with the power of the sun, like burning fire. Because I can't think of anything more powerful than the power of the sun. So, this is a guy that farms all day, my uncle, from, the morning until night. He lost his best friend. He's not an emotional person. He doesn't talk very much. So I want to tell a story from his point of view. I wonder what he must be thinking in his brain, because he doesn't talk or say anything to anybody. But then about a month and a half ago, he passed away from cancer. And I got to play him the record before he passed, and Burning Fire, and told him what it was about, told him what I did. And I was so nervous because he could have hated it. He could have been like, this is not how I felt at all, whatever. But he said I nailed it, and he loved it, and he gave me his blessing, and he gave me the confidence to go share it with the world. But Burning Fire, it meant a lot to me. It was, when you make a song about, like, to me at the time, that was the closest person ever died to me, my aunt. And she kind of like helped raise me. That was like one of my really good friends and stuff. I love her to death. So it was really rough for me. And I knew I wanted to do a song or do something to do justice. And at first I thought a song would be kind of like, I didn't think I would be able to nail it. I didn't think that I would be able to do it right. So I didn't even want to attempt it. So at first the song was just therapy for me. It was a song that I just wanted to get out what I was thinking, how I felt, how I think he felt. And then it just turned out, as I started doing it, the producers were like, this is insane. What do you want to do? I was like, well, I want to add a choir. I want to add this. I want to add more. I want to add more. I want to add more. I just want to make it as big and as anthemic as possible. And then that, when I explained all that to Edgar Estevez and John Primo, the directors at Blank Squared who shot the video, we put together this treatment with all these actors, and we did a lot of like the Zoom auditions with the actors, and had them literally audition on Zoom. It was crazy, like a week before the video. And they all came together and they absolutely killed it. I can't thank those guys enough because they really brought the vision to life. I made the record, but they brought to where people can see it, because that's a whole different beast to try to tackle, because a lot of times you could do that wrong, So I wanted that video to be just as big as the song. And the first time I saw the video, I cried. So I knew if I cried, I was like, all right, we're good. Because I've heard this song a billion times. So you kind of got to take a break from it sometimes, because the stuff you read is like, you just can't believe that you evoke these emotions. You're able to evoke these kind of emotions out of people. And it's a very humbling experience. But that's what we do it for. You know, I tell people all the time, if I can save one life or help one person, I'm done. Mission accomplished. I'm done. So it's just dope to see people that, they relate to it. You know, they want to hear more. They appreciate it, and it touched them in a certain way. And my job is done. I did it. I made it in my eyes.